All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.60. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome on a Monday. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? We had Dogecoin over 9 cents this morning, fell back a little bit. Bitcoin went over 167. 67, fell back a little. But this thing here, this is SpaceX and the insanity this afternoon of trading on SpaceX up over $192 a share. Craziness, absolutely craziness. I don't know when this thing's going to end, but the size of this company now, another $10 a share and it's as big as Amazon in terms of total market cap, which moves it up another notch in the top stocks. Just craziness. I sold this morning. I sold my shares when SpaceX started trading up this morning and got up to about 173 here. I sold. I was like, okay, I'm going to sell my 10 shares and then I'll buy back in when it goes back under 135. And it'll probably take a few months. I was like, yeah, it'll probably take till like August or September. And I posted probably October. I'll buy back in and I'll buy more shares for a lower price. Fine. And SpaceX actually started going back down after I sold, went back to 169. And I was like, hey, that was pretty good. Oh, no. SpaceX just kept climbing all day right into the market close here. And even after market, it's now hitting 193. Right. It's up after market, even higher now. Everybody wants SpaceX shares. It's just like, it's insanity. It's total insanity what's going on with SpaceX right now. Exactly, A-Star. What we need are people to sell SpaceX for profit and roll it all into Doge, right? That's what we should do. Yep. So this is craziness here. Absolute craziness. Just SpaceX just trading up. Right, and they won't let China. They will not let China participate. China can't own SpaceX shares because SpaceX has government contracts. Where's the money coming from? Exactly. Where's all these hundreds of billions of dollars coming from? Unbelievable. And that's just today. That's not including last Friday. That's just today. Craziness. So we'll start with that and the craziness of SpaceX. Here's the Doge chart. A double top over 9 cents this morning and then faded back a little bit. But Bitcoin did the same thing. Bitcoin was over 67K and then faded back. So not just an ETH went up big, up over 1,800 for ETH. So yeah, kind of a big run on ETH, which caused Bitcoin dominance to actually go down as ETH was running this morning, outpacing Bitcoin. So Bitcoin dominance fell back below 59%. Alt season. Oh, it's alt season, everybody. Alt. No, it's not. It's not alt season. It's not. It's one day of trading. It's not alt season. People are just so stupid. This is crypto Twitter, and it's just these idiots on crypto Twitter who they just post all of this inane stuff that they know is not correct, but they post it anyway because it gets views, so it gets clicks, and they're making money because they're monetized on X, so they don't care. So it's you guys. Just don't believe that, and I'll get into that with Doge-1 too, because the whole Doge-1 thing is just like people don't take their time to do their research and find out what's really going on, which is why you guys turn to me, Kriss Packs, because Kriss keeps it real here, and yeah, I do the best I can. So that's where we start today. So what's going on, gang, with the world here? Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Doge surge up to 13% off the back of an Iran peace deal. So this is why the markets were up this morning, because yesterday Trump managed to get some kind of memorandum of understanding agreed to with Iran before the big UFC event at the White House last night on his 80th birthday. It was just like oh my God. And of course, those that suffer from TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, were just like, wait, he made up the war. And now everybody's celebrating a peace deal of a war that he made up. It's just like, oh my God. But we did have the stock market up. So we take a look at the overall stock market. The S&P 500 was up pre-market, and then it managed to climb the rest of the day. Remember, there's no SpaceX in this. SpaceX is not in the S&P 500. So the rest of the market was going up. So we had that with the S&P 500. We had NASDAQ, big jump, pre-market NASDAQ, and then it stayed up. And even the Dow Jones up to 51.6. Look, that's a new all-time high for Dow Jones. Look at that. I didn't realize that. That's a new all-time high for Dow Jones. 51,950, about 51,950 for the Dow Jones, new all-time high today. So that was what was going on in the stock market. So my stock market portfolio is happy. And the trades that I'm in are happy. Over on the stock side, crypto's up overall. It was higher this morning, but then late morning into early afternoon, crypto kind of pulled back a little bit, most likely because all the money was going into SpaceX. SpaceX now down 1% after market, down to 190. I actually saw it hit 193 after market earlier. It closed at 192.50. New all-time high for SpaceX. Of course, it's only been trading Friday and Monday, but crazy how much money. And you know how much money Elon made today? Elon made $100 billion today. He made $100 billion. Elizabeth Warren is like pulling her hair out. She's just like, what? No trillionaires. all this hatred of Musk and Trump, it's too much. And I just go with the flow and trade accordingly. There's money to be made. Now, I sold my SpaceX shares and I'll buy in lower. But this afternoon, the insanity and the craziness of SpaceX going up over $190 is indeed just that. Just totally crazy. Huge money coming into this. And of course, yes, Elon is a money-making machine. So you don't bet against Elon Musk. You don't bet against him. And here's another reason why. Now, I could have made more money if I had held on to my 10 shares of SpaceX. I could have made like $40 or $50 more. I'll buy in October. SpaceX will be below 135 in October. Mark my words. Just like my June 5th call, right? Meanwhile, Tesla was up pre-market, went kind of flat during the day, but then traded up at the end of the day, now 411. Yesterday it was down, Friday it was down here at 392. So Tesla did all right today. But yeah, it's not anything quite like SpaceX. So this week, I think after today's trading, we may have some challenges. First, Japan is expected to hike their interest rates. And every time Japan hikes their interest rates, US stocks tend to go down. Bitcoin tends to go down. And that's going to be tonight. So tomorrow morning, we may wake up to lower prices. I'm just putting that out there. Just a warning. So don't be expecting like up every day. Because today we may have a little bit of a down day because Japan is expected to hike their interest rates again. And this is the highest Japan will have their rates in 40 years? Something like that. So that's not good. Tuesday morning, US GDP data release. The GDP numbers, they probably won't be so bad. And then on Wednesday, we do have the Fed and the FOMC and their interest rate decision, which I told you there's not going to be a rate cut. And there's most likely not going to be a rate hike either. I think it's just going to be no change. Of course, it's a board of governors that votes. It's not just Kevin Warsh. Kevin Warsh is the new Fed chair, but he doesn't get to say. It's a board of governors. And do you know who's on the board of governors? It's none other than Jerome Powell. Jerome Powell is on the board of governors. It'll be interesting to see how he votes. There'll be no change. Fed balance sheet update on Thursday. And then Friday is the supposed official signing of the new US-Iran deal. Supposed. I don't think Iran can get through the week without doing something stupid. And Israel's going to do something stupid, and Hezbollah is going to do something stupid. And, there's no way they can just all sit on their hands for a week. So expect market volatility and price swings. Yes, Tracer's actually right on this one this week. We are going to be looking for some volatility. So we got that going on. The real risk was never the SpaceX IPO. It's the cash. The cash that is needed to chase it. That's the risk. That's what Ryan was asking, right? It's like, where does all this money come from, right? Nearly $4 trillion in private giants lining up. we've got not only SpaceX, but next we have OpenAI, and then we have Anthropic. They're doing their IPOs, all near the same cycle top. And this is a cycle top in the stock market. The stock market now. To buy them, the funds will have to sell what they already hold. Liquid things will sell first, Bitcoin, tech, AI names. So with SpaceX and its IPO, we have new all-time highs in the Dow Jones. We have S&P 500, NASDAQ going up, but that's just for a day. Tomorrow's another story. Then Anthropic, OpenAI, I don't exactly know which one's next. But we could see the S&P 500 actually going downwards with little pumps as new money is allocated wherever that money's coming from for those next two big IPOs. And so we'll be watching for those when they're going to happen. Anthropic and OpenAI are both going to be big companies, neither as big as SpaceX, none with the dynamism of Elon Musk. The Anthropic leader, he's kind of a weird guy. And we know OpenAI and Sam Altman, neither of them are an Elon Musk. But we could see the stock market rolling back a little bit from here. And Ted warms with Bitcoin. Now we'll see when Bitcoin is going on a run here. Ted says it's most likely going to be a lower high that it'll hit maybe around 70K. And then it's time for a lower low later in the summer. And that's what I've been predicting, is another relief rally. So we got relief rally 1, relief rally 2, and then maybe a third. We'll see if what's going on now actually becomes a relief rally. Again, we had these little things. We had that relief rally there. We had this relief rally here. And are we setting up here for another relief rally on Bitcoin? We have a lot of discussion about this blue line on the weekly scale, the 200-week moving average, where Bitcoin has essentially had two small wicks below it, which is essentially on the weekly scale a bounce off the 200-week moving average. And so the 200-week moving average will continue to grind upwards as we go through the summer. And are we going to retest it again, maybe drop below it? Again, my prediction is yes, we're going to drop below it somewhere around here where this arrow is. So a lot of eyes on Bitcoin. Nobody's looking at Dogecoin except us. Well, a couple other people, but it's really just us. And it's just like Dogecoin's just hanging out. And I think we're going to dip back below 8 cents later this summer. So I'll do my stock swing trading. I'll have my buying power and cash sitting on the sidelines, waiting to buy more Dogecoin. Rayon asked earlier, hey, Kriss, did you buy more Dogecoin? Not yet. Not yet. I think there will be more dip buying opportunities for Doge. That is where I am with Dogecoin. Meanwhile, Zcash released an update, fixed whatever bug the AI thing found, and they ran it through the AI again, and the AI didn't find anything. So Zcash went up 25% today. So for you Zcash holders, there you go. Zcash. It goes on a big run. But what about Doge? This guy who goes by Coin Post is asking the question, is Dogecoin actually dead? Which is a stupid thing to ask, because all you have to do is look at the top 10 coins and you see Doge right there. So no, Doge is not dead. And he made a new video breaking down his exact Doge comeback plan. He's going to be exact. No hype, just a realistic look at how I'm planning to trade the potential drop to the 5 to 8 cent accumulation zone for Doge. So he also thinks Doge will be dropping back down lower later this summer. I know, quick draw, 1 cent. You're not going to get any Doge at 1 cent. So yeah, consider buying at 5. It's not going to a penny. My opinion. Doge isn't going to a penny. You're not going to buy any Dogecoin at a penny. It'll get all eaten up at 5 cents. Guaranteed. If it even goes that low, which I don't think it will. So when will the SpaceX launch the Dogecoin-funded Doge-1 satellite? This is an article printed today on Watcher Guru. Printed today. And so this is the stuff I just warn you guys about. Because you can't trust anything you read. You can't trust anything you read. This goes on and on. SpaceX's recent record-breaking IPO has caused quite a stir in the markets. Not only was the event the largest IPO in finance history, it also turned Elon Musk into the world's first trillionaire. And not only is he the first world's trillionaire, but just today alone, he made over $100 billion in net worth. Just today. $100 billion. He's now 4 times richer than number 2, one of the Google people, something like that. Dogecoin fans must be ecstatic given the company's history with the meme coin. Musk, one of the most popular Doge supporters out there, allowed users to buy Tesla and SpaceX merchandise using Doge, except it was never SpaceX. There was never any SpaceX merch buyable, but that's okay. There was Tesla. So I'll give them that. There was Tesla. Not only that, but SpaceX is also set to launch the Doge-1 satellite, which was funded entirely using Dogecoin. So part of that is true. Part of that is true. Not all of it. The Doge-1 satellite mission is managed by Geometric Energy Corporation, and this is correct. They are the manager. They're not the ones. Here, let me look them up. Geometric Energy Corporation. Where are they? There they are, GEC. So here's GEC, Geometric Energy Corporation, okay? So these are the guys that are managing the Doge-1 project. It was announced back in May 2021. Remember when Elon said that he's going to take a literal Dogecoin or Dogecoin to the literal moon? It was all because of this. But has faced multiple delays over the last few years. And that's not because of SpaceX and not because of Geometric, but it's because of Geometric's third party who was in charge of making the satellite, because Geometric doesn't make a satellite. Doge-1 will be launched using a Falcon 9 rocket, will collect lunar spatial intelligence. I don't know about that. The satellite is also expected to have a screen that will display advertisements. Yes, that is the goal. It's a stupid satellite with ads on it. It's going to be orbiting around the moon and sending images back to the Earth. That's what it is. And you can buy the ad space using these tokens, the geometric is, it's just like, it should just be Doge. It just, don't complicate. It should just be Doge. And the images will be broadcast to Earth. Now it says, according to the website, the launch of the Dogecoin funded Doge-1 satellite is scheduled for September 14th, 2026. You click on the link, you go to the website, and what do you see? Ooh, Doge-1 lunar mission. Powered by Dogecoin. Woo! Mission countdown. It's 13 September. Mission overview. I mean, it all looks very, very technical, right? This looks like, wow, this looks like it's like a real website. But see, this is the thing, right? That's what you have me for. You have me for to look at this and go, oh, wait. Let's go back up to the top again. What is this? There's Doge-1, right? Doge-1. And what's this? It's a contract address. What? What's that? Wait. This is a stupid crypto thing. This is the stupid Doge-1 token that has nothing to do with Dogecoin or the Doge-1 mission. They make this whole website up, and you can join their Telegram right there. You click on it and you go right to their Telegram. I don't use Telegram because it's full of scammers. And it's like, no. It's a stupid crypto thing. It has nothing to do with the Doge-1 mission. And these guys at Watcher Guru just got sucked right in. And some of you guys too. Some of you guys too have said, oh, it's going to launch this year. It says so on the website. That website is not real. This has nothing to do. It's nothing. You can actually go to the geometric site, and you can go to it's Samuel Reed, right? Yeah, Samuel Reed. And then you can search Doge-1. And you can find that, where is it? Oh, here's one of the tokens, the G token XI. The Doge-1 satellite upgrades are underway. Renewed mission management and ops support underway. Alive and well. Somewhere in here, he said it was next year, 2027. Oh, it was in a reply to Elon. That's what it was. It was a reply to Elon. I won't be able to find it right now because there's way too much crap in here. Because it was a while ago. But there it is. Happy SpaceX IPO today. Congratulations to Elon. It looks like Polymarket added new markets to bet on when Doge-1 will launch, including by June 30th, 2027 and December 31st. Doge-1 progress continues full force, but now there's a Polymarket on it. And you know this guy, Sam Reed, he's going to bet on it because he'll know. It's just like dumb. Dumb. But yeah, it's 2027. It's not. Don't trust the website. Don't trust the website. Meanwhile, we have, of course, a big run on crypto this morning, taking out hundreds of millions of dollars of shorts on leverage. we had $600 million over the past day in liquidated leverage trades. 85% of them were shorts. A lot on ETH too, because Ethereum really went up today. ETH had a big run, and so took out a lot of shorts. It's a bear market. There's a lot of shorts out there. I get it. But today was a good day. Today was an up day. So, but then there's late coming longs that come in. The markets retract a bit. Bitcoin retracts a bit and takes out some of those latecomers. So that's what's been going on. A Doge right now is hanging out at 8.9 cents, just under 9. So still doing well, just like, I mean, it's a summertime, middle of June, bear market, 2026, all those things Kriss talked about, accumulation zone. And we go back to the daily and we just say, yep, this is the whole accumulation zone, is all of this right here. All summer long. And what are we going to do? We're going to be buying on the dips. We're going to be buying on the dip. So Doge goes on a bit of a run up to 11 cents in May and then comes right back down. So I'm expecting more dips to come throughout the summer of accumulation on Dogecoin. So that's what I'm looking at. I said we'd get back to 9 cents, if you recall, on Friday. Yes, Kriss said on Friday we would be back to 9 cents. And we did. Just this morning. So, Ryan, almost time to start buying again? Almost. We're almost there. We'll see how the dips go going forward. Thank you, Some Fox, for reminding people to like the channel and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Appreciate that. Merchik is in the house. I feel a bit behind because I made a mistake, but now I'm making up for lost time. It's all good. And you know what? Admitting that is actually a good thing too. I mean, I make mistakes. I admit it. I front ran June 5th. I bought on June 3rd. I should have waited, like, duh. But it did go down. And SpaceX, I thought this morning was a great time to take my profits. There's nothing wrong with taking profits, but God, if I had waited till this afternoon, I'd have gotten $40, $50 more. Oh, well. Look at it's up over 194 now. After market, it's up over 194 for SpaceX. It just continues to grind higher, even after market. Ah, that's crazy. So much money in this thing. All-time highs after market. Wow. Just grinding upwards still. So much money. Trusting that website is like trusting Trump with Iran. I know, right? How many Iran deals were there? And is the current one really even a deal? Is it a real thing? I don't think they can all. I don't think they can all make it till Friday. And then even then, it's a 60-day thing before the actual peace deal gets worked out with all the details, because this is just the memorandum of understanding. This isn't even really the deal. Hey, Chuck, what's up, everyone? SpaceX stock keeps going up. Yeah. Come on, Elon. SpaceX, let's make Dogecoin go up. I like that. Handle what you can do. I like that name too. Perhaps people have moved to the official SpaceX coin. I'm not even going to look at it, whatever this so-called token is, because it's not official and it's not real. There's no SpaceX crypto official thing. It's all fake. It's all fugazi fake. What a bunch of chuds. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see, Maramella, once we get through the summer and that last sort of early September dip, what happens? There are many out there that are calling for October to be the low in Bitcoin's price. And I'm like, I think everyone's just going to be tired of low prices by September. And they're not going to wait. And I'm not waiting for October. I'm not waiting. So Elon gives us time to accumulate. If you sit on your hands this summer, you're done. You're a worker, not an investor. That's right. And I will continue to buy over the summer. Mr. Dave Smith, how are you? Holding over 360,000 Doge. You've got 12-cent average. You're still buying. My thoughts on ADA. What Cardano will probably go up too. But do you really want to support a project with Charles Hoskinson as the lead and nobody's using Cardano to build anything? The price will probably go up. I don't think it's going to go up as much as Dogecoin on a percentage basis. But yeah, from here, with Cardano down at 17, 18 cents, whatever it is, it's like, yeah, it'll probably go up and you'll probably make some money. But there's a lot more money to be made in other cryptos than ADA. So a B-52 bomber just crashed in California. Eeks. Hate to hear that. I hope everybody's okay. Arcade says, I don't even think it's going to get to 7.5. Maybe not even 777 again. That was the bottom of the wick, was 777. We'll see. Dogecoin is not Cardano. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, Campo, how are you? I may need a roller coaster brain slosh from the weekend. DB, I've changed my mind. Wish Elon would say something positive about Dogecoin. I know, some Fox. It's about time, right? About time for Elon to say something. How long until Trump turns on Warsh? It could be Wednesday afternoon when Warsh announces no rate cut. And then we'll hear from Trump, and it's like, come on. Come on. Oh, Charlotte was here this morning or earlier in the stream. If you're here, still here, Charlotte, hello. SpaceX will soon come back down. Yeah, I think so. Of course, I thought this morning was going to be it. It's still up over 194, trading after market. Still 194. What a day trading for SpaceX, up 20% today. And it's still going up. That's crazy. Taco Day. So, I don't know. I mean, everyone seems to think that there's a deal in place. So I don't think Trump is chickening out this time. I think he actually did something. But yeah, 60 days is too long. Something's going to happen. Is it insane to say SpaceX will level off at around 250? 250. Wow. I mean, that's just, I mean, I couldn't even believe 190. So yeah, 250 is just, I don't think it's going, but I didn't think it'd get to 190. So when you hear Kriss, you feel good. You're welcome, Dave. Charlotte is flying her moon starship. Yeah, I'm still sticking with my 6-cent Dogecoin target. If Bitcoin drops to 50, Doge will be 6 cents. I agree with that. If we get that pullback in Bitcoin. Bitcoin's at 66.6 right now. So if Bitcoin pulls down below into the 50s and gets down to like the low 50s, we could see Dogecoin getting down into the 6-cent range. Yes. The Fallout Fan Club. You dumped 10K at 190. I didn't even think it would go this high. I already dumped my shares. This kind of stock is trading like a meme coin. This is like a meme coin, but it's got a market. I mean, it's over $2 trillion alone in SpaceX. That's almost as much as the entire crypto market. It's one company. It's one company. Yesterday, I had a question. Is the year of bears related to the World Cup? It kind of works out that way, doesn't it? Every 4 years. It kind of does work out that way. Not directly related, I think more of a coincidence. More of a coincidence. Aloha. How are you, Joanna? Will? I think it will last longer than the other deals and something will happen within those 60 days. So you're optimistic, but yet not completely. Ready to pounce on Doge at 7 cents. You see, quick draw? See, that's why Dogecoin's not going to a penny. Because there's a lot of guys like Jam Gels and others that once Doge gets down like 7.5 and starts going to 7, they're just going to start buying. And the buying and buying and buying means Dogecoin doesn't have a chance of getting down 4, 3, 2, or even 1 cent. How many sold Doge to buy SpaceX? Guilty. I think there was a lot of stuff going on of selling of different things to get into SpaceX, both Friday and today. Yep, I think that was going on. Yeah. And it's continuing after market here on Monday evening. Just buying, buying, buying. No rate decrease on Wednesday. Doge to a penny. Quick draw. Come on. You've been swing trading ENA. I don't even follow ENA, so I don't even know how that trades. Did you see the price of tickets for World Cup? There's a lot. And the gambling on World Cup, it's huge. Huge. People pay good money. Thank you, Will. Did you get some of that cheap XRP? XRP was on a dip last week. Did you get some? I told you it was going down. Look at that. 109, 108. Some good XRP prices over the weekend. Good XRP prices. That was last week, beginning of last week. Sorry. Yes, I did. Good for you. I told you it was going down here. But I also said it doesn't mean you can't make money on XRP next bull run, because I think XRP will do well. Personally, I'm not buying any. I'm buying Doge. But I know you are an XRP fan as well. So there's some good buys to be had. And I think there will be good Dogecoin buys that will be coming as well. Circle did well. Yes, I'm almost back to even on Circle. I was under a little on my swing trade. I don't like when my swing trades are negative. So big comeback for Circle. It was up much more early today. Circle was up here at 87 and then kind of drifted down in the afternoon, coming back up a little bit after market, but not quite $87 yet. But still up 7% for the day, so I'll take that. And Broadcom as well was up over 3% today for Broadcom. That's the other one that I'm in. SpaceX, yeah, I'm not in that anymore. I sold my IPO shares of SpaceX, and I said I'll buy back on October, SpaceX, and I'll get more shares, and it'll be under 135. That's my prediction for SpaceX, because you're going to get all the selling of all the people that work for SpaceX that can't sell now. So there's an unlock period. There's unlock periods that happen when they can finally sell, and there's going to be a lot of selling pressure. And that's going to be coming. DB says, I missed the SpaceX chance. DB, you're going to get another chance. SpaceX is not going to stay up in the 190s or the 180s. It's going to come back down. Give it time. Mark my words. Mark my words. Give it time. And the SpaceX stock price is going to come back down. This is all hype. You know, Dogecoin trades like this too. When the hype is going on, you get the FOMO hitting, people buying in, and these are going to be the bag holders right here. 193, 194. These are the bag holders buying SpaceX at these prices. And they're going to be holding this stock for a long time. I've seen this happen again and again. But they don't see it that way. Obviously, they're buyers, and they think because of Elon, SpaceX is just going to keep going up. It's not, in my opinion. In my opinion. Yes, I did. So you did buy XRP. Awesome. I've been apathetic about crypto in general. See, yep, Tim, that's what bear markets do. That's exactly what bear markets do. Even when you start getting a little run and then it sells back off, that's what bear markets do. They get you to be apathetic. They get you to be down, depressed. You finally give in and you just sell, and you miss out on the next great bull run. Like I say, the bear markets is when the real money is made. Accumulating, buying on the dips now, and the good times are going to come. I say by like April 2028, you're easily going to have like a 3 or 4x on Dogecoin. from here, or the dips, or wherever it goes. So we give it time. We'll do great. I'm still buying Dogecoin too. Awesome, Will. Good luck to us. What decides if a stock sells options? I don't know. I don't do option trading in stocks. So I don't know how it works. Moved most of my crypto to my Tangent cold storage. So you are a hodler. Off the exchanges. You're not trading. You're buying on the dips and you're hodling. I made 50% on Circle, got in Friday, closed out a 5x leverage. Be careful with that leverage. Joanna, I gave up on stocks for a few months. You'll stick with Elon. And you were the one that was all stocks. I remember. You think stocks are peaking here? DB makes perfect sense. You missed the first opportunity. Oh, that was that you had to have your claim for IPO shares by last Wednesday to get that $135 price. So I did that. I sold for profit. I made money off SpaceX. I'll buy in lower. The unfortunate truth, too many variables. All right, that's your opinion. I got it. SpaceX seems to me like science fiction. I know, doesn't it? But that makes it overvalued. And of course, you got all the libs out there saying, oh, SpaceX loses billions of dollars every year. And I'm like, actually, they make a ton of money. They make a ton of money off their government rocket contracts, Starlink. Like, they're making a ton of money. Just Elon's just rolling all that money into Starship test flight and spending it all. It's just rotating it. Now that they're stockholders, that may slow that Starship thing down a little bit because stockholders want to see profits. We'll see how that plays out. Just another speculative asset. Kilmar, how are you? Peeking my head in. Good to see you. Nobody's talking about gaming crypto. Gaming is just, it got so much hype last cycle and it ended up just not doing well. I mean, Avalanche was supposed to be like this great thing for gaming, and it's like nobody cares. Nobody cares. No, it's not happening. So gaming is not where it's at. Gods is looking not only at Doge, but Arrow, XYO, Bitcoin render near and Ina. Not a bad portfolio. I'm not going to have so many altcoins this next run. I'll add back some Sui. I'll add back some Jasmine. I did pick up a little Pepe. Why'd you pick up Pepe? Because I had ETH sitting on Uniswap and I had to swap it for something. So I swapped it for Pepe. I swapped it for Pepe. Yes, Pepe. There's Pepe. Pepe went up today. The robots are coming. No swing trading. Patience pays. Yeah, I did some Doge swing trading in the past. Doge goes on a big run in a bear market. You sell, you wait for the price to come back down, you buy back in. There may be another opportunity. The Doge emojis on your stream have stopped working. What? They're working for me. They work for me. Doge emojis. So I don't know. It might be you. Can anybody else put Doge emojis in? Maramello can. So yeah, I don't know, Campo. Could be something with your account. You took some profits. I took my SpaceX profits. I wasn't waiting around. Still over 193. It's not 194 anymore, though. It's now trading in the 193s aftermarket. But still up 0.5%. But settling back just a little bit. Value is going to come to the price sooner than you think. Robots and AI will shoot all kinds of tools in. Yep, that's all going to come in time. Who's going to pay for all that, though? And what are all those robots and AI going to be doing in space? Who's paying for that? Because SpaceX isn't going to pay for it all themselves. They're going to want to make money. This is a big thing about like data centers in space. I guess there's I saw a title of a YouTube video that someone said you can't really do that. There's something with physics that won't work in space for data. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's working on it, though, in a vacuum, trying to figure out how a data center is going to work. So I think they're going to figure it out. Peak. I'm not touching Pika yet. I lost enough money on Peak. It's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. $0.023. The good times back here, 50-cent peak. I bought in way back here, like 25 cents. Did not sell up at 50. Ended up selling here last October around 10, 12 cents on that big run right there. And I said, yeah, I'm out. And then it cratered. So you can talk about RWA, you can talk about like AI, like all the stuff that Peak is into, but it's not helping the token price at all. So, yeah. Whatever they say, Dogecoin is a top 10 coin. Yes, some folks. It is. Someone just did another comment on a video last night. Doge is dead. It's just like, that's so dumb. Another one who's just not going to make it. Just to wait till the real disclosure day. I don't know about that. I feel Doge didn't move today because we had to move early. Yeah, the whole SpaceX thing just is a big liquidity like vacuum. So much money here in SpaceX. So much money. I'm doing well in Florida. Everything is so bureaucratic here. It just takes so long trying to get my car and the title transferred over. And it just takes hours. It takes hours to do anything. The bureaucracy here. But it's generally cheap. Doge will be the crypto on GTA 6. Heard it here first from Ryan. Ryan says Ryan says Dogecoin will be the GTA 6 official crypto. Finally, it's not something I said. It's Ryan. SWI or XRP? Yeah. I mean, the XRP thing, and if Will is still here, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're the ones that are making all the deals with banks and institutions and all of that. And that is going to help. They have their own stable coin. They're making a lot of money. So XRP is going to do fine. I just don't like it. They support CBDC. They support everything that I'm against in crypto. SWI has the challenge of big token unlocks. That's the problem with SWI. They had it, and then they had a hiccup in their blockchain a couple weeks ago. That's not good. But the price is low, and I think the price will do very well in SWI. I think SWI is probably a longer term play, and is going to do very well in the longest term. But XRP, you're going to make money this bull run, probably more than SWI. That'd be my guess. My gut is telling me to have faith in SpaceX. It's just so big. It's just so big. We'll see. I'll reboot. There you go. Time heals all wounds. Most of them. There are some who like to hold on to the past. I don't get it. There's so many great things to be building for the future. Why are you holding on to the past? I don't know. I have a Doge emoji from Temu. I have a Doge pillow from Etsy. A Doge pillow. Somebody got me as a present. Doge pillow. From Etsy. Got it right here with all my other stuff. You sold at 186. You got a better price than I did. But yeah, I don't know. Now down to 120, 192.7 aftermarket. So that 194 is gone. Now 193 is gone. We're now in the 192s aftermarket for SpaceX. Am I going to get a cat or a dog? No, I'm not. I want to be able to travel. I've had pets almost my entire life. I've had pets, and I love the pets. Absolutely love them. But every time you want to go somewhere, you got to deal with the pet, especially a dog. And it wouldn't be fair to the dog. I had a dog, loved my dog, walked him 4 times a day, every day. I'm not getting another dog. So SpaceX makes money on rockets to space, taking payloads up, big contracts with the government and other independent organizations that are putting out satellites and other things. SpaceX makes money on Starlink. Starlink, billions of dollars a year. They make money. I think their XAI is probably going to be very profitable too. It's just that Starship right now makes no money. It spends money. It's Starship. Eventually, it's going to make them billions of dollars. Cashed in my 401k from my job of 4 years that I just quit. Used half of it to buy another 100,000 shares of Doge. All right, Yezerki first. We don't call them shares here. We call them coins. So 100,000 coins, which is a great buy. It's a good buy. But I don't know how old you are. You probably do better paying the penalty to take the money out of the 401k, as long as you take profits on Doge in 3 years when the price is up, 3.5 years, whenever that is. Take some profits. I learned my lesson with Monk. I know. When you're in the profit, take the profit. I bought SpaceX at 165. Ah. If they figure it out by creating a Hell 9000, okay. The Aza miner scammed everyone. Oh, it's too bad. God. Why do they have to do that? A reboot has not fixed your inability to put Doge emojis out. Okay. I'm sorry, Compo. Something going on. Aza took over $1 billion and are on the run. Wow. Yeah, they're going to get caught. They'll get caught. Oscar lost 105,000. That's why he wasn't live. Yeah, I don't know who Oscar is, but was he involved in the mining? Ugh. Doge is going to go below 5 cents. Your opinion. People are allowed to have their opinions. I don't agree. Maybe someone in the future is going to come up with a new Bitcoin idea. And you never know. You never know. Just Bitcoin's going to be hard to beat. I just dropped my buy order to 6 cents. If Doge ever reaches $1, I'm going to leave the UK. And everyone behind me. Oh. Too many cryptos now. I agree. I think most of them are just, there's no trading. They get dropped by the exchanges and they're just pretty much worthless. Jose, man, crypto's dead. Oh. Dude, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. What are you going to make your money on? Come on. You're going to buy SpaceX at 190 and think you're going to get rich? Is SpaceX a 100 bagger? I wouldn't be buying it up here. Joanna thinks it's going to keep going up. Yeah, I got my whistle. Got it right here. Buy Dogecoin from the Tesla merch store. Do have that. 70 cents would be good for Doge. I think that would be awesome. Doge could get back up there. XRP is not going to go to 20 cents. Yeah, it's not going to go back down there. No. XRP is now at $1.25. I don't even think it's going to go below $1 again. Even on the next dip, I think we've found the floor 107, 106, and that's it for XRP. Buyers, too many buyers are coming in there. SpaceX will be taking tourists to the moon. I guess Blue Origin was trying to make money with tourists out into space, but now nobody wants to go anywhere near a Blue Origin rocket after their last one blew up during a test. So, I mean, that's kind of like that. It's kind of like that little homemade sub that was going down, taking people to see the Atlantis underwater. You know, my life is worth more than that. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That's the main reason I don't have a pet. Yeah. My dog hates seeing me leave to work. I have to sneak out. And that's a daily thing, going to work. I have faith in nothing financial. However, with crypto, with 4-year cycles, if they continue again, you buy this summer and then you sell 3 years from now, you're going to make a lot of money. And you have a different perspective. You have a different perspective. I want a pony. Tell your Doge to ask SpaceX and Elon to earn us loads. If Elon would just say Dogecoin again. XRP will drop out of the top 10. I don't think so. Too much institutional support. XRP is not going to drop out. SpaceX does not have a coin. There's some fake token out there. SpaceX does not have a coin. Aerodrome, Ondo, I think those will do well. I'm about to be 30 in September. Figured to take the risk. Already a whole coiner. Doge was my first ever investment. So Robbie over at Digital Asset News has an affiliate with I Trust Capital, of where you can create an IRA with them and all your gains are tax-free. Within a retirement account, you can't touch them until your retirement age. But it's all the gains will be tax-free. And you can buy crypto. You can buy Dogecoin. You can buy Bitcoin within that I Trust Capital IRA account. So there is that for your retirement. So think about that. And you put the money in just like you're in an IRA. Maybe open one and put like $1,000 or $2,000 in as an IRA contribution. And then you buy Dogecoin within I Trust Capital. Then all the gains are tax-free. Now, you will pay a tax when you eventually withdraw. You pay whatever the tax is, but not on the gains. So it's a thing, right? That's the thing. I thought SpaceX was going to go under 150. Yeah, I did too. Just not today. It's still 192 after market. Eventually it will. Eventually it's going to be back under 150. It's just not going to be this week, it looks like. way too much FOMO, way too much interest here. The volume is huge. So I think this thing's going to stay elevated for quite some time. To Florida. It's raining right now. Actually. But the rain doesn't last long. Is SpaceX releasing more shares? I do not know how they're doing the shares. I haven't looked into the details of how many total shares there are, how many are available to the public now, who's holding what, how they get released, and all that. I don't follow that. I'm not like totally into SpaceX like that to know all those details. I just wanted to get in on the IPO, make some money. I did. And I'll buy back in lower. Adam is dead, I'll agree. Pepe's not dead. Pepe's not dead. And Bitcoin is not doing the best. Bitcoin is number one, yes. But Bitcoin is and will be outperformed by other cryptos. It does happen. You will get more views if you turn into a stock channel. I don't care. I don't care. I like doing this. This is fun. If I'm an all stock channel, God, that would be so boring. It'd just be boring. This way I can dabble in stocks like SpaceX, right? I can dabble in it. But Dogecoin, dogs and memes and Elon and fun and all of that, is much more fun. Much more fun. Plus I get to hang out with you guys every week. And I like you. If I was just doing stocks, you guys would be, oh, stupid stocks. Well, some of you might not think that. But most of you would be like, you're here because I talk about Dogecoin and you're into Doge. So that's what I do. And that's just dumb. That's like the dumbest thing to say on this channel. It is the dumbest thing to say on this channel. Is that right there. Dude, come on. Do you know how much money I made on Dogecoin last cycle? Do you know how much money I'm going to make on Dogecoin this coming cycle? Do you know how much money a lot of these other people are going to make on Dogecoin this coming bull market? That's the dumbest thing you could possibly say on this channel. Sorry, I just had to say it. Because it's dumb. Is ADA going to go back to 15? Maybe. You're not going to touch it again, though. Okay, wait. If we get a big crypto crash and Bitcoin goes down to like 50K, Cardano will probably be 15 cents again. Sure. But there's just going to be so many more cryptos that are going to do better than, I mean, do you really want to like hook up with Charles Hoskinson again and do all that? I mean, now that you're finally out of it? No. There's no SpaceX coin. There's some token that's out there that somebody made. It's not Elon, it's not SpaceX. You guys, Elon lied to us. No, he didn't. SpaceX is the new no, it isn't. They were taking people to see the Titanic. Yeah, and look what happened. The Ocean Gate. Doge will go up in the next 2 years, right? Exactly. That's what I've been saying. Be patient. 3 years is way too long. Well, do you want to get rich or not? You want to make money or not? That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. God, this guy. Thank you, Ryan, for taking care of that guy. Man. A lot of people are waiting for SpaceX to come down. Makes me think it'll, yep, Tim, me too. It's going to take a while. Too much hype. Too much hype in this thing right now. It's not coming right back. It's going to stay up here in the 190s. Probably for quite some time. Doge ears on the chart. Yeah. Doge ears. I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, that spamming thing just doesn't work. Doesn't work. Ugh. I don't know how to look at stock heat maps. I don't know where they are. I do not know where they are. Did I sell any Dogecoin this year? I did a swing trade. That's it. Sold in the 10s, bought back in the 8s. That's it. Nothing for profit. Ask me in 2 years. We'll see where we are. Spring of 2028. Maybe. I'll be happy if we see 50-cent Doge. Spring of 2028. Let's look for that. Spring of 2028. Did I buy more Dogecoin? Yes, last week. 200,000 Doge last week. My next big Doge buy is the first week of July. The first week of July is my next big Doge buy. And it will probably be at least 400,000 Doge. The dark Kriss is dark Kriss. Oh. Some of these guys, man, I don't know why do they come here and just say stupid things like that? It's just like, God. If you don't have the same belief in me, fine. Just don't be a jerk about it. We can have good conversations, and we've had that with others before. We had Khan here, didn't agree with him, but we were able to have rational discussions, and it was fine. Anthony was here. He was the anti-Kriss, right? Which is fine. He started to make a little bit of a jerk of himself, and I called him on it, and then he said, fine, okay. And he was cool. And I didn't mind that, having a counterpoint in the chat. It was fine, as long as you're civil, and as long as you're just, right? I have no problem with that. Just don't be a jerk. So Anthony comes back every now and then, and Khan comes back every now and then. They're welcome here. It's fine. It's just I'm right. That's the only difference, is I'm right. What if the Dogecoin price is higher than now? Then I wait for August. It's a long summer. It's a long summer. We're going to have buying opportunities. It's a bear market. I'm not worried about it. Thank you, Joanna. Right. Exactly. Well, that they just, it's just how they are, right? Some people just can't help themselves. How down? Well, last December, my bear market bottom low doing technical analysis was 6.7 cents. Now, can Doge actually get to 6.7? I'm not waiting for that to happen before I'm buying more Doge. So first week of July, if Doge is at 8.2, I'll buy at 8.2. I'm not waiting. I'm just buying. If Dogecoin is 11 cents, first week of July, I probably won't buy. I'll continue to wait till August. So, do I journal my investing? I don't journal it, but I do record it all in spreadsheets. Every buy and every sell goes on a spreadsheet. And that helps me when I get to my taxes. Just to double check everything. I know everything I bought. I know everything I've sold. It's all on my spreadsheets. So that's how I keep up. So if you're saying Dogecoin won't go up until 2028, why are you investing heavily now? Because now is when we're going to scrape the bottom. In the summer of 2027, we could still hit bottoms, but I don't think it's going to be as low as 2026. This is how previous bear markets have worked. We've looked at 2022 and 2023. Although we had 2023, some nice lows, they weren't as low as the summer of 2022. Same thing happened in 2018 and 2019. 2019 had some lows, but not as low as 2018. Now, in the summer of 2027, if more money comes my way and I want to put in more into the crypto markets, I would probably buy Doge on the dips in the summer of 2027. But I have allotted myself most of my investing funds for the summer of 2026, bottom of the bear market, which I believe is this summer. I will get more bang for my buck. I will get better percentage gains. If I start buying in 2028, prices are already high. I'm FOMOing, I'm chasing higher prices. That's why. Let's see how deep it can go. You got some at 7.9. Goodbye. That's pretty good. I bought 90,000 Doge at 8 cents and I regret it. You're up like 10%. You're up 10% on something and you regret it? Come on, Jose, man. Come on. Can't talk sense to a dumb person. I own 250,000 Doge. I won't sell because I'm waiting for Doge-1, whenever that is. I don't see the allure of buying more Doge. Hey, Doge isn't for everyone, and everyone has different reasons. That's all right. Right. Today was Zek's day. Awesome. Again, you can't pick one day at a time. One day. You can't pick one day in a span of time and say that that's good for everything. It's just one day. I covered Zek earlier today. I told you why Zek went up today. I covered it earlier in this live stream. So Zek had a good day today. Doge will have its day. Every time Doge does better than Zek, should I call you on it and say Doge did better than Zek today? Should I do that? I have 450,000 in Doge, so next bull run, I should make a lot. Handle what you can do. You do. You are a Doge holder. Okay. But my break level at 20 cents has fallen a lot. To each his own. But take profit. There's nothing wrong with taking profits. You do when you can. Could Doge reach 22 cents in 2027? Maybe. If there's a little run, it could happen. My target is more 2028 for bigger gains compared to my analysis that I've gone over. How Doge is on a 3.5-year cycle, not a 4-year cycle. And we would see spring of 2028 possibly being a magical time for Dogecoin. Again, just following cycles. And we'll go into that in a lot more detail this fall. I want to see where we bottom out this summer first. So I don't think it's easy. Way too many people holding Doge. That's crypto. There's way too many people holding all kinds of crypto. But there's a lot of people who give up and sell it because they don't have the patience or whatever. Has the Doge-1 mission actually rematerialized? Yes. Covered that earlier. But it's going to be next year, not this year. Next year. So as it starts getting closer, Kriss here will keep you up to date on the actual news, not the fake news. Because the fake news is being shilled by people who made a stupid Doge-1 token that has nothing to do with the actual Doge-1 mission. That's just the way it is. New high for SpaceX aftermarket. 196. There we go. 196. God, this thing. More bag holders. Hey, maybe it goes over 200. I mean, that is crazy. 196.2, 196.3. God. That is cray-cray. How much is going into this thing? $196.35. That's the highest I've seen so far. 196.35. Wow. Patience and faith. The alts didn't follow the cycle. It ran in 2021. Exactly. And that's what Doge does. It's not on a 4-year cycle. Doge is on a 3.5-year cycle. It front runs Bitcoin. On X, I saw this beautiful young blonde girl taking pictures with Charles in Japan. I think her age is like 19 or 20. Might be a sugar baby. Maybe. I don't know Charles's personal life. I don't know who this person, I don't know. I don't follow him. But hey, good for him if he can do it. It's not that Doge isn't for everyone. It's that there isn't any utility, right? And so if you stick around here, I've been talking about everything that's being built for Dogecoin, and you can actually spend it as a currency. Imagine that. Imagine spending crypto as an actual currency for something, using it what it's really intended for. Imagine that. Imagine that. See all of you just hoarding Dogecoin, think it's going up. It's crypto. 196.40. SpaceX still going up. Wow. 196.50. New all-time high. I bought 2 Bitcoin off Doge in the last bull run. Since it's fallen, I've lost 120. I should have just sold and taken profit then, like Kriss did. I'll be happy if I just get my money back. good to have a target. No, spring of 2028, not summer. Summers are not highs. Summers are not highs. I'm targeting spring of 2028. The actual price I'm not going to be forecasting until we get through the rest of this bear market and I see where the actual bottom is. So this fall, we'll be talking about price targets for highs for the next bull market. Don't get me wrong. If Doge ever gets to 420, I'll be very disappointed if I sold at 97. Then don't sell it. Don't sell at all. You can sell half or 3/4. Keep some in the game. It's not an all or nothing deal. There was a big sell. People taking profits. It happens. Too many holding Doge, 20, 30. That's true. Especially the ones at 40 cents that say, oh, Kriss talked me into buying. I'm like, I was selling. I was taking profits. I wasn't telling anybody to buy. I was taking profits. But inevitably, someone will be asking me when Doge is up at 30 or 40 cents, hey, Kriss, is now a good time to buy? And I'm just like, no, the time to buy was the summer of 2026. The time to buy was the summer of 2026. 8-cent Dogecoin, come on. And I hate saying that when the price is 40 cents, but God, it's so true. Crypto is good for currency exchange, no commissions, right there. There's not too many accept Dogecoin directly as a currency, and that's what the challenge is, and that's what people are trying to work on. That's what the Dogecoin Foundation is working. 196.7, 196.69. That's a good number, right? 196.69. It just keeps going up. That's just crazy. SpaceX is getting all the attention right now. There's no doubt. That's why I have it on now. It's getting the attention now. In the fall, maybe not as much. When Dogecoin starts going up and things start happening with Doge, then Doge will get the attention. That's how it works. It's all in cycles. Today isn't like what it's going to be in October, November. It's not the same. 196.67 would be better. I see 196.89 now. It just keeps going up. I buy every week. I've clawed my way from 16,000 to 60,000 coins. You think it's going to hit 200 tonight? It could. The way it's going, SpaceX could go to 200. We're watching this live after market trading, and it is just going up. 196.90. More sellers than buyers. I mean, more buyers than sellers. So price goes up. 197. 197.15. Wow. 197.20. It just keeps going up. More buyers than sellers. Right there. The war is going to start again, Javier? Not everybody's on board with the old memorandum of understanding? HD Finance, how are you? I'm surprised about the SpaceX stock as well. Me too. This is crazy. 197. That's crazy. Hey, again, more buyers than sellers, especially after market. Price will just keep going up. Up 2.5% after market now, after being up 19.5% during the trading day. And up it goes. Wow. And I thought 173 was a good price to sell. It's at 197 now. God. Wow. Crazy. Doge is hanging at 888. Bitcoin at 66.4. ETH 1816. So crypto is really quieting down right now. Not much movement going on. ADA just dropped. I mean, it had a little run here on yesterday. It's going to fall right back below 18 cents. But yeah, 888 for Doge. Just hanging. All the money's in SpaceX stock, making Elon rich. You know, he made over $100 billion today in net worth. $100 billion in one day in net worth is Elon Musk. 197.77. Oh, 197.90. It just keeps going up. Hey, Joanna, it's like at this point, right? He's already rich. Of course, I mean, all of this money is all like it's all in stock. He can't sell it. I think he can maybe start selling some SpaceX stock like a year from now or something, but he can't sell it now. So it's not worth anything. But this is like, hey, for those who are trading SpaceX stock, what do you do at 197 after market here? Going into tomorrow morning, we're going to find out the Bank of Japan might have raised interest rates again, which will be bad for the markets. Does SpaceX still go up more? Or will it fall back? I don't think this volume can keep up till 8 o'clock tonight. It's bound to tire out at some point. I think most of this SpaceX run is FOMO. I'm not buying SpaceX at 197. This has bag holder written all over it. A few minutes ago, you were touting how the time to buy Doge was 8 cents. Is 888 that big of a difference? Yes, it is. At this point, it is. when I think through the summer there will be more dips. That's just me. I like to buy on dips. So this isn't a big enough dip for me to buy right now. Again, it's a long summer. We got July, we got August, we got September. I already made a big buy in June, and it was lower than 888. I went from 8.7 down to 8.6, and I bought 200,000 Doge. I'm going to be buying more Doge through the summer. Again, this is just me. I'm not you, right? If it's such a big deal to you, you can buy all the Doge you want now. Awesome. I've been doing this a long time. July, August, September, other buying opportunities, I will be spacing out my buys. I've said this since November. This is how I am going to do it. So if Doge does go down to 7 cents or 6 cents, I'm buying Doge at 7 cents and 6 cents because I didn't blow it all at 888. That's a big difference. I don't know what's going to happen. That's my thought process. I don't know what's going to happen the rest of the summer. But I think there will be more buying opportunities in the summer of 2026. So if I bought it all now and I spent all my money and I had no more buying power, then if Doge goes down in August, I got nothing to spend. So I said, I'm going to buy some in June. I'm going to buy some in July. I'm going to buy some in August. I'm going to buy some in September. I'm spacing it out. That's my thought process. Okay. Now, in the summer or the spring of 2028, when Dogecoin is up at 30 cents or whatever it's at, the difference between 888 and 80 probably isn't going to seem like a lot. It's all in the eights. And everybody's going to think that awesome buy. But you can buy a lot more Doge at 7.8 than 8.8. And if I get a chance to buy at 7.8 in July, awesome. If I don't get that opportunity, I'm okay. It's all good to me. But that's my thought process. Still 197 at SpaceX. And it's just cranking away. Huge volume. Just cranking away. People buying SpaceX stock. So this is FOMO. Absolutely. Totally FOMO. SpaceX. So that's where all the action is right now. SpaceX. That's why I like this Webull chart, because it gives you this on the stocks. This cost me like 12 bucks a year. So what is like $2 a month? Or not even $1 a month to be able to see the bid, ask, and sales. And it's worth it. It's worth it to see this, especially at times like right now. You get to see the actual buys going on. Yeah, this looks like it's headed to 198 right now. A lot of the crypto money moving into SpaceX for long range gains. Yeah, I particularly if you're buying here, if SpaceX does pull back later this week, you'll be bag holding this SpaceX stock for a long time. And you're not going to make huge gains buying SpaceX at 197. SpaceX isn't going to do a 10x, or even a 5x. But Doge going from 8 cents to 40 cents, that could happen. But SpaceX going from $200 to $800 a share, not anytime soon. Decades, maybe. Got an ancestry thing, Joanna? I'm related to Elon. I just saw 197.8. Just keeps going up. Wow. Nothing else really going on. What's this about? Any news on this agreement falling apart, or was that just FUD? Reports show Netanyahu is refusing to pull Israeli forces out of southern Lebanon or fully commit to a permanent ceasefire. Right, it wasn't an Israel deal. It was a U.S. deal. Yeah, I think that was FUD. I don't see anything happening here about the peace deal falling apart. That was FUD. I don't see it. It would be all over my timeline here if that was the case. And it's not. FUD. Mr. Anthony, I was talking about you earlier. Were your ears burning? I was talking about you. Ryan, look who's here. It's our friend Anthony. What's the Dogecoin Twin Tower candle today? That was a double top over 9 cents. And crypto pulled back. Bitcoin couldn't hold, up over 67K. So, yeah. That's all. It just crypto, just Doge kind of front ran Bitcoin a bit. Went up again when Bitcoin went up. But couldn't hold it. That's all. The anti-Kriss. So I like Anthony. Because he's not a jerk. He's got opinions, and his opinions aren't the same as mine. Doge and crypto as a whole are pure garbage, no utility, no use. Today, you can't buy a McDonald's burger with it. We'll see how long that lasts. It's a young industry. We're in the early stages. So I think it'll get there. And you just give it time. We're early. 197.95, just about to hit 198. SpaceX aftermarket. It's trying to break through those resistance walls. Trying to break through. So much trading going on aftermarket in SpaceX. Highest I saw was 197.92. close to 198, not quite. So my opinion are these are chasing SpaceX up at 197s. You're going to be holding for a long time. Now, the FOMO could continue through the week. I don't know. I mean, this is crazy. In my opinion, this is crazy. I don't know what other people are saying because I'm here live with you guys. I don't know what others are saying about this, but if Dogecoin is garbage, then Kriss is living in his $1 million. Yep. Yep. I wouldn't have this if it wasn't for Dogecoin. That is true. $197.94. A new all-time high. We're watching the SpaceX aftermarket here if you just joined. So you don't see the, well, you can turn, that's right, you can turn on the candles. Here we go. I forgot. I can turn on the candles. Aftermarket. Oh, it looks like it hit 197.98. I forgot. You can turn on the candles on this. Forgot to do it. Just higher and higher. SpaceX continues to go aftermarket. I used to work for Alpha Point in 2018, setting up cryptocurrency exchanges back then for multiple clients across the world. Back then, we only had Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Monero, XRP. No Doge? You didn't have Dogecoin? Depends where you bought it. Buying SpaceX now is like buying Doge at 2 cents. No, Jose. I bought Doge at 2 cents and I made $1 million. And I only put 10,000 in to start with. I mean, I added more over the time, but SpaceX isn't going to do that kind of. I mean, Doge went 4x in a day. Actually, 8x a day. It started at 1 penny. But if you say start at 2, 4x in a day, SpaceX isn't going to do that. It's not the same. But you go and you chase your stupid SpaceX token. Good luck. I'm all in. Awesome. Good luck to you. Watch for the rug pull. Be careful. And even if one gets a chance to buy a burger with crypto, the person who took your crypto could end up 50 or 90% down in a blink of an eye. Whatever, Anthony. I'm not arguing against that, but I'm also saying that if I buy crypto in the summer of 2026, I'm going to sell it for more, like spring of 28, fall of 28, spring of 29, like somewhere there. And I'm going to make bucketfuls of money. My opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. I don't think so. But that's how I'm going to do it. All right, gang, that's it for today. SpaceX 197.98 is its new all-time high. It could still break 198 tonight. Dogecoin's just hanging around at 888 right now. That's where we are. Hey, thanks for joining in on the live stream. I'll be live again on Wednesday. Make sure you're subscribed. You got your notifications on. Always hit the like button. Appreciate all the support. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.